Today we're showing you how you can write code much faster. Now in order to do that, we're going to be using a plugin called Emmet. Now if you have VS Code, which we're using right here, you already got Emmet installed and it comes pre-configured, so you don't have to worry about anything. But if you're using Vim or Sublime or some other text editor, you will have to come and install that plugin yourself. So I think that is all for the preamble, and let's get right into it. Alright, so I just have an HTML file here, but you can use Emmet in React with JSX or anything like that, so it will also apply to that. Now I'm just going to go through here and just type out these different commands and show you how it's going to work. Let's just go one by one. The first thing we want to do is say we want to scaffold our HTML file. Well, we just come in here and we go HTML, and then we see right away we get these different abbreviations popping up. So for us, if we go HTML5, so to expand our abbreviations, we got to be at the end of the line, and then we're going to hit tab. And you can see we get this whole scaffolding showing up right here. So this is pretty nice, and then we can just go through our body and start writing that out. Now, in order to just show you this a little bit better, I'm just going to go one by one and just show you at a time. So let's come here. Now, if I wanted to do individual tags, I can go through and use each individual tag. So say I wanted to have an H1, we can go like this. Again, the abbreviation shows up. I can expand it with the tab there, and then I get that. What else we got? We can do anything else, right? So then I can go H2, just like this, same thing. Now, if I wanted a div, I just go like this, div, that pops up, comes down here. I can expand that. There we go. We have an A tag just like this. And we come down and we have the Emmet abbreviation, and it's going to give our href here, and then we can just type in whatever, the HTTP, whatever it would be there. All right, so that's good. So basically you have all your different tags and you just have to expand them like that. So it's very useful. Again, there's footer, stuff like this. That's easy. What else is there? You have a main. Any sort of tag you can think of, Emmet's got an abbreviation for it, and it's just going to really speed up your workflow like that. All right, so that's basically all you need to know for the individual tags, but Emmet's much more powerful than that. So next thing we want to work with is we're going to show you how you can just add class names. So in React, we call them class names. In JS or HTML, it's just going to be our classes. So to start off, to do that, we're just going to go dot, and then we're going to go say test. And if we expand that, it's going to give us a div with that, with the class of test. Now that is only going to work with div. So dot test is going to be a div, but say we wanted to do, say, a p tag with a class. So we just go p like this, and then we go dot, and then we want to say whatever the name of that is. So say again test. And if we expand this, we got p with a class name, or a class rather, of test. So what if we wanted to go ID instead of class? So we're going to go pound here, and then we're just going to say test. And that's going to give us a div with an ID of test, just like this. Now, another great thing we can do with this is we can start to chain on different things. We can have kind of nested tags. So let's say we have a div like this, and then we can go like this, add a arrow key here. And then we want to go, say we have a UL, and then we have, again, an LI inside of that. So right here, we're going to have a div with an unordered list, and then a list item rather inside that. Now, if we expand this here, we get this nice expansion, and then whatever, our list item right there. All right, and you can do that with any of your different tags. So you can see how it could get quite powerful. So let's say we had a table like this. Inside of that table, we're going to have a TR, and inside of that, we're going to have a TD like this. Now, if we expand this, we can see we have all these different things like this. So again, you can see how much faster this would be than writing out all this stuff individually. Now, if we didn't want to exactly nest stuff inside of each other, we can also do sibling tags. Sibling tags are going to work with the plus sign. So let's come in here, say we had a div, and we did the plus here. And then we had a P, and then we had the plus, and then we had another div, say, and another plus, and then we had an H4 there. Now, when we expand this, you can see all these are not nested, but outside of each other. So you can start to get a little more fancy too. We can actually go up one row. So let's say we had a div like this, and then we want to go P, and then we want to go div again. And now we're going to use this caret here, and that's going to push the H2 up one row in terms of where we'll be nested. So then we'll say H2 like this. All right, so if we expand this here, now we can see that our H2 is at the same level as our P tag because it's up one level. So let's go back and just show you that again. So we see we got our caret here, which is going to bump this up to the level of the P tag there. So that's how that works. And again, you can come in here and say you wanted to expand that. So we went back one more. We can add another caret like this and then expand that. And we can see that the H2 is now at the outside level of the div. Now, another cool feature we can do is we can actually write out multiple tags at one time. So let me show you what we mean. So let's say we had a div, and then we got a div again, and then we got what, a UL. And then inside this UL, we're gonna have an LI. But say we have multiple list items. So let's go LI, and then we can just use the multiplication here. And we can just say multiply that by 3 here. And when we expand this, we see we get 3 LIs working right here. So one other thing you might want to try out here is if you come over and you highlight some text here, we can kind of mass comment stuff out. So if I come in here and come down and highlight the text here, and then I hit command slash here, it's gonna comment out all this, and that just saves you a lot of time. You can do that for single lines here too. If you're doing this and you said just test and you had command slash, it's just gonna comment those lines, and that'll save you a bunch of time as well. Now, what if you wanted to add some text inside these LIs? So let's go back here and let's go div, and we'll go UL just like this, and then we'll go LI like this. Now inside of this LI, we might want to add some text automatically. So we can just go like this and go curly braces right here, and we can just go test, and this is going to add the test text right inside of our LI. So let's give you a look at that again. So this is what it's going to look like, and then we are going to go test inside of that, and then again, if we expand that, you'll see that our LI now has that text inside of it. So one final thing we can look at is just kind of cool if you're doing some markup. That's going to be some lorem ipsum. If we go like this and we say div, we go like this, and then we can just write lorem like this. Now this is going to give us a bunch of text here. This is cutting off a little bit. So you can see inside of here, we have this lorem ipsum automatically added inside of our div. So that's a pretty neat little feature too, if you're just trying to do some markup or scaffolding something real quick. All right, so that's a pretty good basis to get you started with Emmet. There's actually a ton more stuff you can do, but I think that covers kind of the major things you might be interested in. So go ahead and try it out, test it out, and see for yourself. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.